on the News Channel 5 network. This is Score on Business.
Hey, welcome to Score on Business. I'm Pete Hendricks, your host for this show, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. Many prospective entrepreneurs aren't sure where to start, and we'll start providing a tip on each show. Also, Score offers low-cost classes and no-charge counseling specifically to guide folks through thinking about starting and succeeding in business. More information is available at scorenashville.org. Make sure to click on the Workshops tab at the top of the page. Usually a half day, mainly on weekends. They're $25. And your tip for this show is go to one or more Score workshops. And you know, we're a nonprofit. We're not making money on this. But the content's good, and it can really help you get a solid start. So let's go to something interesting here. Paul Peterson is currently the Vice President of Customer Success at Virsys12, a technology company focused on business success in the healthcare space. He was an entrepreneur for many years and has consulted with healthcare and financial services companies for over 35 years. Thanks for being here, Paul.
Thanks for having me, Pete.
Yeah, so you were an entrepreneur for a long time and ultimately decided to become part of another team. Can you share with us how you came to that decision?
Well, I had run my own consulting company, Pete, for about 10 years, and we had done very, very well. We had clients all over the country, both in healthcare companies and financial services companies, but over a period of time I found that I was missing two things. The first one is I really missed working with a group of people on a regular basis. We had a number of consultants spread out throughout the country, and technology can help you bridge that gap, but really we were working somewhat independently, and I missed that collaborative effort that you get into when you're working with a team. The second thing I was missing is while we were very good at what we did whatever our clients asked us to do. They would ask us to do a particular consulting engagement, and we would do it, and we would do it well, but then we'd be off to the next one doing something completely different. So we never really developed a deep expertise in anything. And so over the years I started to feel the need to do those two things, work with teams and develop an expertise. And as I started looking around for other opportunities, I ran into Tammy Hawes, the CEO of Virsys12, and she and I actually worked together. I actually hired her company to help me on a particular job, and we got to know each other pretty well, and one thing led to another, and her organization was exactly what I was looking for. It's a small entrepreneurial startup company. We did our business model is such that we are a collaborative organization. We work very well as a team, and we have one thing that we do. We do Salesforce.com technology for healthcare companies, and so we've really developed an expertise in one thing.
Yeah, I'm a huge Virsys12 fan and huge fan of Tammy.
Me too.
As well. Now, when you were, everybody likes the thought of being their own boss. And then when you're running a company and you're your own boss, you have to do everything. You do. Which is, I find it to be exhausting sometimes. Was that a factor at all for you?
Yes, you really are responsible for everything. You can go through the whole list of operational things, from HR to taxes to finances to legal. And then on top of that, you have to deliver work for your clients, and you have to deal with all the customer relationship issues. And it's one of the things, though, and when young people have asked me about starting their own business, I always tell them the one thing you need to start with is you have to have a passion for what you do.
Right.
Because you're going to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're basically going to be dealing with a train wreck of your business. And if you don't love it, if you don't really, or if you aren't committed to it, you're going to give up and your business will fail. But if you love it and you're really willing to put in the effort, you'll get through those train wreck times.
That's one of the best pieces of advice I think anybody can give a new entrepreneur. Don't go into it because you're going to make $1 zillion.
Right.
If you're the Okay, so we kind of covered this next question, but I'll ask it in case there were some other things. What advice would you give to those who want to start a business?
Well, in addition to developing the passion, the next thing I would recommend is that you really need to be good at whatever you're trying to do as a business. You can't go into it and kind of hover at a certain level and just be kind of a mediocre expert at it. If you really want to be successful, after you get that passion, you need to be very, very good at what you do, whether it's starting a lawn care healthcare business, starting a plumbing business, starting a technology business, pick any of those. You have to be an expert and thoroughly understand what you're doing. And on top of that, understand what value that brings to your clients and your potential clients so that you can explain it to them. And so you know when you're talking to them, you're speaking from not only a depth of knowledge, but a depth of experience.
Awesome. Good. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and talk some more.
Very good.
Okay, we'll be right back.